Hello, A Day with Caleb. We are back, this time looking at some special edition, collector's edition, Criterion, and some Arrow releases from Amazon. They did a half-off sale recently on all Criterion, on all Arrow, and then some other boutique-like items they had half off. I went through a lot. There was some I had like in the cart, but then common sense prevailed. Like some of them I had 2 or 3 times over, and it would be cool to have them in the Criterion collection, but is it needed to be added into my collection just because it's Criterion? Obviously not, even though half off is a great deal and I could have spent a lot more money, but we just got a few titles I either didn't have or there were upgrades to the collection, and there's just some great artwork with the Criterion releases and with the Arrow. With Amazon though, at the end where you go to pay and you're looking at it and there's that like $7.48 shipping fee, but if you add $10 you can save $7 on free shipping, and then you spend 30 minutes looking for $10 worth of stuff, and you either go way over $10 or you can't find one single thing to buy. So I flip-flopped. I went back and forth for like 30 minutes trying to think, or trying to kind of reason what I actually wanted that was Criterion or that was Arrow. So we have a couple here, and comment down below, do you collect Criterion? If you do, what maybe is your favorite Criterion release? I have a bunch of Criterion DVDs. I just recently started getting into more of the Criterion Blu-ray, thanks to Pam from the Video Game Movie Dome. I've gotten quite a bit of Criterion from her. I've actually found a bunch of Criterion at Goodwill's, or our local flea market here, Smiley's, which I need to go back to, but the last video we talked about the 2 of my DVD guys, they both have left, and with my new Macari person getting in new releases for pretty reasonable, it's kind of hard to go back to Smiley's, but I do want to go back, visit some of our friends out there that sell, and it's always a good atmosphere at Smiley's. You can get some amazing deals if you look for it. But anyway, rant, let's get into the video. This is definitely quality over quantity in today's video. There's 3 titles. You probably saw the 3 titles in the thumbnail. We'll start with, I guess, the 2 Arrow, no, let's start with the Criterion release first. This is the game Criterion 627, if you can see that. And I love the artwork for this Criterion release. Michael Douglas, of course, Sean Penn, directed by David Fincher, and I just love this movie. I had this on VHS, so a pretty substantial upgrade, and this back part is going to bother me until I fix it, but it has the insert there. Let's see if it has any shots of the movie. Couple shots there at the end. And then it was, well, signed by the director, David Fincher. That's a printed signature. And red disc, red obviously being my favorite color, and you can kind of make out a little bit there, and that's some plastic that was left on there. So the game, a great kind of thriller mystery film, of course we mentioned David Fincher, in 1997. So again, I fell in love with this artwork. It's simplistic, yet it's very intriguing and very captivating. It's kind of a big point in the movie too, where he falls, and then it kind of, you get that twist at the end where it was kind of all set up. I tried not to spoil it, but it's been out 20 plus years, so if you haven't seen The Game by David Fincher, go now and watch it after, of course, this video. Then the second, this is also the first Arrow release, that was our one Criterion. This is number 18. We have Shivers, and anytime I think of Shivers, I think of the song Shivers Up and Down My Spine. Clubhouse Detectives, the ending of the movie. If you haven't seen Clubhouse Detectives, watch that as well as The Game. Both great films. But Shivers not a movie I've watched a whole bunch. I didn't have it in my collection, but that is just amazing artwork. Something I couldn't pass on. And I think this was like $6 or $7, so not bad. Collector's series. I don't think there's a booklet or anything, just a code. So that is good. I'm going to fix that so it doesn't annoy me. But the same artwork looks like on the disc that is on the front cover. David Cronenberg, so that is neat. Then, and it's Vestron video as well as, oh, this isn't Arrow, my bad. This is Vestron, so that was half off as well. This is Arrow, and most of you, if not all of you, probably will not be familiar with this. This was one of Lon Chaney Jr.'s last films he ever did, Spider Baby. And this has, you might recognize someone from some Rob Zombie films. I believe this was his first role as well, if I'm not mistaken. Quentin Tarantino dubbed this the Howard Hawks of exploitation filmmaking and remains one of his wildest and weirdest movies. Sid Haig is who I was talking about there at the bottom. And I do love the Arrow releases, the artwork. Is this reversible? Yes, it is. So this has reversible artwork there. I love that option of the Arrow releases, that they're reversible. That's cool. I think I'll keep it this side, but you know, if you want to mix it up sometimes, you can switch out your artwork. But this, like Quentin said, this is a wild film. I didn't own it yet, but I have watched it before, and it is a crazy weird film. But being a big Lon Chaney Sr. fan and a big Lon Chaney Jr. fan, I had to get this movie, add it to my collection, because Lon Chaney Jr., he didn't get the makeup knowledge passed down from his dad. His dad kind of didn't want him to pursue acting, and then he became a monster himself, just like his father was for Universal. And a lot of like B pictures, but he was the werewolf, so let's not forget that. But I've been wanting this specific movie for a long time. Glad to actually have it. So those were the 3 releases from Amazon during the half-off sale. Like, subscribe, share with a movie lover. Comment your favorite Arrow, Vestron, or Criterion. Until next time, keep collecting. When I heard Josh's little horse trot feet, he wanted to show his movie that he bought, Arrow release.
I don't have Amazon,
well,
so Caleb
I
had to
bought
order
it
for
in
me.
the sale.
But Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, I had this on VHS. It was just a blank tape, because the DVD of this is like $80. So, but some cool special features, especially the making of. But wanted to show that, and inside artwork not as cool. But
now they did have a 3-disc version with a book and stuff, but he opted to
just
go
wanted
this
to play.
route.
So.
Alright, see y'all later. Until next time.